As men navigating their way around the driving space, it's almost a rite of passage, a sign of maturity, that you ride with someone who, by all stretches of the word, scares the ever-living daylights out of you, and you will never ride with them again. Everyone's had one experience, and I'm no exception. I rode with a buddy for a little while way back when I was a lot younger and I was a lot more stupid. And we would get into it a little bit driving on the back roads, and I kind of trusted him. He was in an NA Miata with no roll cage, which really shows how good my judgment was back in that time. And back when I would ride with him, there were almost regularly moments of sketchiness of him coming into a corner way too fast and starting to lose grip a little bit, being really aggressive and making a move that wasn't very smart, or even just straight up messing up and screwing up on the brakes or messing up a downshift and really lurching the car around a lot. He was a pretty terrible driver, which is kind of hilarious that I rode with him so much. And thank God, at one point, I finally had my come to Jesus moment and realized, you know what? This guy makes a lot of mistakes. I should not ride with him. And a short while after that, I think it was genuinely less than a year, we had found out through a social media post that he had sailed his car off of a cliff. The only person I have known in real life to do so sailed his Miata off a cliff all the way down a mountain, not just down the side of the hill, to the bottom of the mountain, in his car with no roll cage and a soft top, and came out with just some bumps and bruises and just rolled it right off. So I have good experience with riding with people that I probably shouldn't, and realizing that I made a great mistake and that I got out of it very lucky. And it happens with a lot of people. There's a lot of times people just don't really have that wherewithal, or they trust someone a little bit too much and it just kind of doesn't work out for them. So this story today, very near and dear to my heart, but also in a much more goofy sense that I find really hilarious, where it seems like this guy here was with some kind of date or a girl he found attractive, something like that, refers to her as fine shit, as you can see on the screen here, so must have found her attractive in some way, and he decides to let her drive a little bit through the back roads and have a little bit of fun with him in the car, and he's sitting there having fun with it until he wasn't.
Oh, to the mountains? Through the mountains?
First off, right off the rip, haven't even seen what happened yet. Loving the song choice, though. I don't know how much of it you guys will see because I'm worried about copyright, but Strangers by Kenya Grace, absolutely love it.
The fan in the mountains? Oh, shit.
Absolutely loving the energy from the guy in the passenger seat filming here. He is just having a great time with it. He's just hyping her up, having fun with it the whole time. I love passengers who are like this, like they're just along for the ride, having a good time.
Oh, you got a car coming up! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! No! No! Oh, shit!
You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. Oh, you're absolutely fucking kidding me. No, no. No, you're kidding me. Fuck you! Fuck! Oh, fuck.
And here we hit the climax, going right off into that guardrail, carrying way too much speed and just turning in. That car just understeered straight into it. Airbags went off. That thing is totaled. Unbelievable stuff. What's even worse than all the damage, the airbag going off, fine shit wrecking us in the toge, is that giant extra large Whataburger cup knocked upside down in the driver's seat. That is more pain to fix than any body damage. That soda is sinking deep into those seats. That is some tragic stuff. As far as talking about the accident itself, though, pretty straightforward. I mean, she was just... You could hear her motoring down the straightaway there, coming up to the turn, and it seems like she just did not slow down nearly enough, just tried to turn the wheel extra and just understeered straight into that guardrail, wrecking this Infiniti. Now that we got the crash out of the way, now we can get into the story part of this, which is really what adds this level of craziness to me, which made me want to make it its own independent video. The woman driving actually works at a dealership. I believe an Infiniti dealership. If not, then it would be some miscellaneous dealership that sells a bunch of random cars, but I believe from what I read that she works at an Infiniti dealership, like the brand of the car that she's driving here, for those who haven't noticed. And what's so insane about this story is that this crash is very straightforward. I saw it, you saw it, God saw it, guy next door probably saw it as well. This woman very clearly was entirely at fault. The guy in the passenger seat, sure, he was hyping her up, but he's a passenger. He's just having fun with it. He has no responsibility for this accident whatsoever. So he ends up posting, claiming that the woman driving here blocked him and told him to pay for the damages to the car. She entirely blamed him and said it was his fault when he's just sitting there in the passenger seat. Now, the biggest kicker and the reason that she was freaking out so much, obviously, aside from the fact that she wrecked the car in the first place, but I believe probably part of the reason that she was trying so hard to pawn blame off onto the passenger and away from herself is, like I mentioned, this woman works at a dealership. And this car that she's currently driving is not hers. It actually belongs to the dealership that she works at. I mean, how bad could it be? Racing a car around is already one level of commitment in itself. When you wreck it, you just gotta own up to it and stand on business because, frankly, there's no going back at that point. But running a car to the point where you crash it, and it's not even yours, nay, not even just not yours, it belongs to the place you work at, is insane behavior. Maybe this woman's bosses are really chill, or maybe she just straight up doesn't even care. But me personally, if I drove my boss's car and wrecked it, that guy would fly back to the state that I'm living in and find my house and kill me with his own bare hands, and everybody would agree with it. That is a situation that I wouldn't even try to put myself into. Obviously, a lot of people are clowning on this situation, but a lot of it is very much just aimed towards hate towards women, which obviously is unnecessary and it has nothing to do with this video. She takes zero accountability, and obviously that's not just a women thing. There are plenty of men out there too who don't take accountability, but Instagram comments will always be Instagram comments, and if it's not a guy that looks like them, they're probably going to have a reason to find something to just blame them for as a whole collective group, because that's kind of the world we live in on social media, unfortunately.
Fuck you. Fuck.
But aside from her being a woman, Goofball really did just try to put the blame on someone else here. It's something I harp on with driving, that you as the driver are the one in control. And that's something that I really love about this field in general, is that driving is so honest and that the driver's entirely responsible. That's something I take a lot of interest in. And it's just so wild to me in a situation like this when you're so obviously the one at fault, but you want to find some hill to die on. Like, no, actually, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's the guy next to me. He did it. And it's like, what are you even talking about? Like you're on video knocking a Whataburger cup out of its cup holder without using your hands. Fantastic magic trick, but no one else did that but you. Well, you and the guardrail. That was a bit of a conjoined effort if you want to put partial blame on the solid object you drove into. But my point still stands. Don't be so ridiculous. You wrecked your car. Take some ownership of it. Honestly, if it was a genuine mistake, which I'm sure it was, just own up to it, and the repercussions may not be as bad as they're going to be anyway, because you did already wreck the car. The damage is done. If you at least took some responsibility for it and just owned up to the situation, maybe you might still get fired or have some pretty harsh consequences, but they would at least be done with dignity, not just you fighting tooth and nail to put blame on ghosts and sheep and whatever the hell else you want to do. All in all, though, I just thought this was a pretty hilarious situation. I mean, this woman just clearly had no idea what she was doing. She wanted to go out for a little joyride and just jetpack joyrided herself right into a barricade and blew herself up. Game over, onto the next turn. But didn't work out for her, clearly, and it seems that she's just not handling it like a champ and just really trying to go down fighting, which is pretty pathetic given that the accident is literally on video. But thought it was a pretty funny story and just wanted to share it. Please send me any other stories that you guys have, or if there's something that you want to type out to me in the comments, please leave that there. I like covering these funny topics, and if there's anything that you guys want me to see, I'll check it out and maybe I'll make a video on it. But other than that, I'll be hopping out of here and hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks.